Alrighty. We are here with our mic actually working this time. What is up, everybody? MetaGamesGX here with a proper intro this time because I'm not just tilted out of my mind because the audio isn't working. Hope everyone is having a wonderful Thursday. What is everyone up to? We are here testing a little bit, showing you guys some combos, some test hands for my latest branded build. For the new format, just some stuff that you guys can use, some little tidbits that you guys can use for the upcoming format. So I've been testing a lot. That's why I really haven't been all that active in getting a lot of the chores done for this channel. Like, I still have to get merch done. I have to revamp coaching. I need to make a push on that, and then I also want to have a bunch of video ideas, but I kind of just want an autopilot this week. I made like 20 shorts though, so you guys are good on content, and I also have several videos and already edited to be uploaded the next week. So hope everyone's doing well right now. Thank you all for I'm not even sure how many people we got on the stream right now, but thank you all for hanging out with me on this Thursday. Still coming through, 15 people, not bad at all. For the impromptu late stream here, I gotta get up the chat. My chat's not working, so I can't see any chats. Let me read some chats, and then we can get to these hands here. How's everyone doing though tonight? Let's get on some Mega Man. I'm in the mood for some Mega Man, dog. I don't know why my normal stuff isn't there. Okay, Long John Silver with the gimmick puppet waves in the chat. How you doing? Can't wait. Can't wait to see you this weekend, my man. I'll let you know if we're doing anything Friday. I have no clue what's going on, but Elec, good luck in Raleigh, my brother. Thank you. Card limits, second verse, same as the first. Bars. Zerai, by the way, if you guys don't mind, may I ask what would be the core play of Despia if you don't have a triple tactics thrust? I mean, I like, why is my, audio not playing? I like Nadir Servant a lot if you don't have thrust. I think Nadir Servant kind of gets it done. Obviously, there is a lot of branded, so you kind of have to be wary of that while playing Nadir Servant. Obviously, you could not play the Maximus. Why are all my cards upside down? I think also you could just play less cards, you know, 40 cards. I think that's kind of what Long John did here. What's up, No Vanity? How you doing? Shout out to No Vanity right here in the chat. Got me this token. How you doing, No Vanity? What are you up to this very fine Thursday? Yeah, we're gonna get some test hands, show off some combos, show off some nice lines, show off what happens if you get hand trapped too. I think I'll have a dice next to me. We're gonna be doing this for an hour though, so you guys got me for an hour and then I'm out. I gotta get my dice here. My hand trap dice. We'll use the big eye dice for the hand trap dice. These are gonna be taking some dubs. 27 people watching right now. Appreciate that, guys. Really do. How's it going? Maxi Emeg, what's up? How you doing? Channel member in the chat. Thank you, channel members. Very much do appreciate you guys helping support the channel for $5 a month. Help support great content going forward. Use that TCG Player affiliate link down below if you want to help support the channel. So, guys, you guys can see with the opening hand here, we have a little bit of a new build here. So we'll get into that. But, you know, of course, keeping the spice under wraps. I'm not going to show off the full build, but you guys are going to see, basically what is happening to be my finalized Raleigh build. So, speaking, Jake the Mountain Man, how's it going, brother? How you doing? What are you up to, my man? How's your Thursday going? Yeah, hope you can go to one of those YCSs, bro. Would love to meet you all. Love to meet you too. Game Girls, how's it going? Red Blue Hair, how's it going? Zerai, I hope you will play high on the YCS or even win it. Same here, you know, that's what we're trying to do. I've been testing a lot, guys. Like, trust me, I'm putting in a lot of time. I mean, obviously, though, this format changed, so it put everybody on, like, a last-second notice, I feel like. So, you know, my deck building might not be optimal. Obviously, the format has to take shape. We're all having to do meta calls here, so... What I'll say right now, I've been watching a lot of DB. I've been playing a lot of ranked. There's a lot of branded on Omega, but there's like no branded on DB, so that makes me think that the better players are not playing branded right now. Obviously, what does that mean? Like, am I going to see a lot of mirror matches at Raleigh? That's something I'm trying to debate on. I'm not seeing a whole lot of fire, but I'm seeing a lot of fire on DB in terms of Omega. I'm not seeing a lot of fire, but I'm seeing a whole lot of seeing so much fire on DB. If you go on DB right now, the top 5 games are all fire games, with like voiceless and stuff. So, you know, meta still hasn't changed a whole lot. Is there no sound? Oh, it's there is sound. It's just the audio's in the left ear, my bad. So that should fix it. Yeah, my sound is fine. I think his sound was only playing out of his left ear. That's why. I just noticed, because I had to fix the audio, guys. So how much Orcust and Fire on DB? I haven't seen much Orcust, to be honest. I'm not going to be really worried about Orcust, but Fire will definitely be a thing. I think it's mainly Fire King. Fire King Snake Eye is not too much. However, I've been seeing a lot of stun on Omega, not too much on DB. So it's like... I'm still trying, like, this format's so unfigured out. I think that at this point it's basically like a retrain of last format, except that we're having to deal with a lot of hand traps. Zerai, thanks for subscribing to the channel. I appreciate it very much. So, gonna take home the win for you and everybody else. Fox Snip Ushua. Hi, I was wondering if there will be a deck profile for today's playtest. There will not be for there will not be a deck profile today, but there will be a deck profile after Raleigh. Hopefully my topping / winning deck profile. Dev2397 watching on Twitch. How you doing? How you doing? Thanks for watching on Twitch. As we are also streaming on Twitch as well as YouTube, because we want to reach out to both platforms. Make sure to follow me on Twitch if you haven't already. Long John Silver, do you feel like Super Raleigh is worth running? I do. I'll just say that right now because I think it's really good in the mirror match, and I think that just having these quick play spells are super important right now. I think there's a lot of draw. Right now. So I'm kind of, I think that right now having some sort of non-engine package is actually pretty important to play through hand traps. Because there's so many hand traps now. Like, you're going to see draw, you know, you're going to see nib. Nib is like a lot less scary, but on a lot of our recent builds, draw is pretty scary against us. We're going to get into the test hands in a second. I'm just catching up on everything. Drake, and how's it going, brother? Nice to see you. You need to set Elbaz and contact fees with Flamebirch. Dissipator, Snake Eye board. Yeah, I don't know if they're on Dissipator yet. That's the thing. I've been seeing a lot of Snake Eye boards. Definitely, there have been some making Dissipator, but not all of them. Jake the Mountain Man. On my way home, if you go YCS Indie June, I can likely meet up. Yeah, I'd like to go YCS Indie. I have to figure out a group for YCS Indie though. So if anyone wants to make a group, and they're like they know me on some level, hit me up. So much Orcust and Fire on DB is what you said, Long John. Got it. How's it going, Alex B? Omega players love their stun and floodgates, says Critias. Yeah, that's the thing. That's why I'm not trying to get like dissuaded by Omega, because there's so much branded and stun where I'm just like, am I having to prepare for both of them? But then I go on DB and there's like none on either. So I think that's gonna be something else. Colossus is gonna be in every day, says Long John. I don't think I'll see a single. I mean, maybe I'll see Colossus, but we'll see. But yeah, guys, thank you all for coming through. Let's get into these test hands. Make sure to leave a like if you haven't already. What's up, Deli G89? We're about to do some test hands. We're gonna see We're gonna do a couple test hand. We're gonna do like a single test hand, just full hog, and then we're gonna do every single test hand afterwards, basically through a hand trap or something like that. I mean, we could also just show some combos. I just kind of want to do test hands though with this build, because with this kind of build, it's actually quite interesting. You do have the Nadir servant, but you do have the allure. So my usual, like, obviously if you want to play around Droll, your plan of course is to just normal Luber in the main phase, but I don't think playing around Droll is necessarily the play this format yet. So I think overall we could go into main phase, go Allure Darkness, and then draw 2. And then just go off from there. I mean, most of the, I think Droll is going to be a lot of people's side decks rather than main. Obviously, the main decks that will be able to run it will likely be on it, but I don't think it's a bad thing to play into Droll still. So we're going to banish off the Kit. I think Kit is the least good dark in this kind of hand right here. And now from here, I think we just kind of deck thin, see where we go from there, go Albion, send for cost, obviously. Sending Retribution to try to get some recursion. 36 people watching right now. How's it going? How's it going? And then we put the Albion to the bottom and then give a draw. That gives us a Lubellion, which is kind of cracked. Pitching the Lubellion for effect, getting our Saranir. Sorry for my poor writing. Yes, for sure, it's understandable. I got a question. Do I have Grand Guignol, Bestial, Lubellion, Nadir, and Maximus, but Quem is too much right now? Would you recommend for ditch for Maximus? I mean, like, I'm not sure. I haven't seen your list. You'd have to send it to post it on the deck list, brother. I mean, I'd look at like some of the lists I've posted. We have had a lot of lists on the channel that have had like combinations of those cards that you could definitely check out. Long John Silver, I feel like if they got it, this deck needs all the dust they can do. Yeah, guess to play through fields. I completely agree. So after getting the Saranir, obviously we can just go normal Aluber here because oh wait, did we? Oh yeah, we did just draw into Brand Fusion. Then we can go Aluber. Let's get the Branded Lost. I think Brand Lost is, I mean, we can get the Brand Lost, but we do have Lubellion in graveyard, so I think it's actually more correct here to go for the Quem, because this will just give you a bit more in terms of follow. I mean, you do have the Nadir though. That's the thing. So just getting the, we could just get the Lost here, I think, because we'll always get Titanclad, which makes me feel like Quem is unneeded at this point. So we'll just get the Brand Lost, and then we'll go activate Brand Lost. Then we'll go Brand Fusion. This is one of those hands where it's like you can definitely, that's the thing actually. So maybe we should just go, yeah, we should go, because we lose to Ash on that hand, so we should just go opening so we don't just like hard lose to Ash basically on the Lost, since we already have Lubellion. So yeah, I was completely correct on that. Opening, pitching Saranir. We will get the Quem, and then Chainlink 1 Quem, Chainlink 2 Saranir. No, oh, sorry, I just missed the, yeah, no. I missed the branded opening. We're just gonna redo this, because, like, I was answering questions in the middle of the chat, and then I lost my train of thought, so I kind of have to, like, get better at doing these live combos, because a lot of the time what happens is I lose my train of thought when I'm just talking to chat, so I should, like, talk to chat in the middle of the, or after the combo, so we will just do that. I am at 60 cards. Alright, let's just do that. Beautiful hand, beautiful hand. So, I think we go main phase, thin the deck, get the deployment, get the Cartesia, and then we go Patchwork, and then get the Edgem Chain plus Poly. And then we can go, oh, I should shuffle. We can go Allure of Darkness. And then we can draw 2. And then we can banish the Tragedy, go Tragedy effect to search out definitely a Luber, especially when we have Retribution in hand. Maybe there would be an argument to search out Quem to send the Retribution elsewise. But now we have a Luber, Albion. We should do the Albion to see what we get off of that. So Albion effects send for cost. Fortunately, we have the Retribution in hand, but that just means it can be an interruption on our turn, so that's totally fine. We'll just send the opening, not a bad thing to generally send. So you have something in the graveyard. Or we could have sent the Albaz too. There's an argument to send Albaz there, but I don't think that's a... Opening's a bad thing here. Getting the Cartesia, that's not really that good, but we can just go normal summon a Luber here. And then obviously we just get the branded fusion here. Allure plus Patchwork is so cracked. Yeah, that's why I just like I was very much debating if we were gonna run Allure or not. And guys, I'm gonna answer the chats in between the in between the combos basically. But then at this point we can go Brand Fusion. Even if we get Ash here, like we have Poly plus Super Poly plus Retribution to set up somewhat of a board, but we'll just go Brand Fusion here and just say like I said, I wanted to do one combo without just at least getting hand trapped. So send Brand Fusion plus Lubellion. I think that is still your best play right now, especially since we already have Cartesia on the board, plus more Darks in rotation to do Lubellion plays. This is very much the bread and butter of branded Despia at the moment, so we will go Albion 1 to banish then Albaz on top of... I mean, we could also banish the Aluber or the Edgem Chain. I think we'll banish the Aluber. I think Edgem Chain is actually technically worse, but Edgem Chain also does get us a plus, so we'll just go into the Lubellion here. We can go Lubellion 1, discard for cost, Edgem Chain, and it's like really whatever if they just like hand trap us at any point. We'll go Lubellion, spin back, then spin back the one of the banished fallen, or no, just one of the banished fallen Albazes. And then we can get the Starlight Mirror Jade out. And then at this point, obviously, we are going to Tribute over Albion, go Lubellion. You can get nibbed, but if they nib you at this point, which is a very common occurrence, you can chain Cartesia, make the Grand Guignol, chain Mirror Jade, so you can send Titanclad, and then you'll get Grand Guignol's effect to trigger off the Nibiru, so you can spec out. Or you can send an Albion then off a Mirror Jade, and then, or if you don't already have a Mirror. Basically, you can play through nib through this board, even if they nib you here. But we'll just go Lubellion here, activate the brand loss, and then we can go Cartesia. Also, we forgot to use Edgem Chain, so I'm just going to give myself a freebie on that one. We get the free. We do get that Patchwork because card advantage is important. That's why I think I'm able to run Super Poly, because in this variant, I'm getting Omega card advantage. So, like, discarding is just fine. We can go then Cartesia effect diffuse. For the Granny G, and then we'll go Grand Guignol effect, Chainlink 2 loss, they cannot respond. Let's get that Mercurier. This actually all kind of lined up quite nice to get a Mercurier in hand off a branded loss. And then here we already have the Albion. I think it's we could either send the Puppet or we could send Titaniclad. If we send Puppet here, we can't. Yeah, no, we send Titanic. Well, if we send Puppet, or we can then go Mirror Jade effect to send Titanic off of that. Always remember Mirror Jade is a really good way to extend, because you can always just send a thing that you need in the end board off of Mirror Jade. I think we'll just send Titanclad here and get that Quem for sure, so I don't have to use the banish off of Mirror Jade. And here we also can just go Polymerization. This is why the Edgem package is quite nice, because we can just go Polymerization. If we wanted to, actually, I don't know if we want to here, because if I had an extra dark, we could go Polymerization, make a Stapelia. But I want to keep the Mercurier. I think the Mercurier is quite a good negate. So I think at this point, with the cards we have, we probably just want to set Super Poly plus Retribution. Retribution being a nice interruption, plus Super Poly being able to be a very nice interruption with the Stapelia in our extra deck still. And then we can go to the end phase and then go Titanclad effect. get that Quem, we can go Quem effect, sending the Albaz to get the Albaz in rotation for the Albion effect in our graveyard, to get the branded in red. Which is now live, fully ready to start gimmick locking our opponent. And also looping Mirror Jade. So at this point we have Mercurier, Quem, Mirror Jade plus Grand Gwiggle with Lost Super Poly Retribution and a red, so we can just show you guys how it would play out. We'll go into my opponent's turn. At this point, we're just letting them play into the main phase because we still have to facilitate the gimmick lock, we have to go main phase Cartesia Fuse. This is why we run 2 Grand Guignol. So what we can do is we can go into main phase. Okay, our opponent goes normal summon Snake Eyes Ash, let's just say. I'll just go Mirror Jade effect, send for cost. We can send the Rinbrum here, which can come up as like a Bestial interruption. And then we'll just banish the Snake Eyes Ash. And then we can go then Quem effect to target Cartesia. Then we can go Cartesia effect to fuse on summon for another Grand Guignol. We probably just want to use at this point the Cartesia in hand, honestly, because they'll go back to our hand anyway. For our second Grand EG, and then we can go Grand Guignol effect, Branded Lost 2. Search out a Shrouded Dragon off the top. And then we can also send the Puppet off of Nightmare. And then at this point, your opponent has to respond. They have to have a called by in order to play through the Puppet. Because what you can do is just go... I mean, you could wait for your opponent to keep playing. That's the thing, though. Because you can... Obviously, you could have just done other things. You have the Retribution plus the Super Poly plus the red. But then we'll just go brand red, targeting Albaz, banishing Grand Guignol and Albaz for the... Where's my Sanctifier? Huh. Do I just not have a Sanctifier right now? Huh. Yeah, it's in one of my other things. That's really awkward. We're just gonna say this is Sanctifier. That's super awkward. Did I just have my Sanctifier somewhere? I'm gonna have to find that. I'm gonna have to find that, but then we'll go Sanctifier targeting Gimmick Puppet plus Cartesia, and then, yeah. So, let me find that right now. That's a little awkward. How don't I have my Sanctifier? That's crazy. Oh, here it is. Here's Sanctifier. That was easy. So, yeah. And then you still have, like I said, Mercurier plus Retribution. This is just a nuts board. I think Super Poly is really nice because it like adds a lot of... It has super good interaction with your deck. It's a quick play spell, so you get to play around Droll that way. Always remember, you can use quick plays to make Droll miss timing. This is a huge thing to play around Droll, and which is why I think like Brandon can run Droll cards, or like cards that play into Droll pretty unimpeded if you're smart about it, because you can just go on resolution of you searching something, you have turn player priority to then chain a quick effect, because Droll is not a trigger, it is a quick effect. So your opponent cannot chain Droll to a quick effect that they use. So basically that's why you can use a quick effect spell card to basically play around Droll. Super useful tip, actually. So that's why like Super Poly Droplet's super nice, but you can also do it with like High Spirits. You can also do it with Brand Red also for that instance. So, Dev 2397 Sanctifier would have been crucial. Unfortunate to lose right before the YCS. I know, right? We found it though. Long John Silver would be mad awkward if you realized it wasn't there during the YCS. I know. I'm really glad I noticed that right now, because it was in my deck box, to be fair. Dark Stalker, how's it going, brother? With the puppet, lets you lock your opponent out of summoning. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. West Virginia's finest. What's this new branded added support? Is that the new fusion card? No, we're not using the new fusion card. We're just testing. That was just Sanctifier being proxied. Card limits. This is what I'm thinking about link bound. Because it's quick play. I can chain. What is link bound? Dan said, still don't understand the puppet in general. What does it do? Oh, that's what you're asking. But yeah, guys, I really do appreciate everyone watching the stream. We got 45 people right now watching. Make sure to leave a like if you have not already. It really does. But number one way that you can support the channel for free is just leaving a like. You know, help support the channel. Obviously, you do have those channel memberships and then my TCG player affiliate link. Let's get into the next test hand. Do you think the Yubel will be a problem for Albaz decks? No, it won't, because what you can just do is you can just go Mirror Jade banish the Spirit of Yubel, and then they're cooked. The new support is pretty good though, but it just, like, you know, obviously just turbos what they already did. Card limits. I keep thinking of temporary bear placeholders instead of pod desires to do my last locals. I'm thinking about link bound, really. So yeah, what is link bound? And Wild TV. Hey yo, sup Chris? How's it going? How's it going, my man? And Wild TV in the chat. Deli G89, how's it going, my man? Currently playing 55. I just can't get with desires. Yeah, no, I think desires is good, but also I think there's better options. Nadir in 60, yes. You don't see multiples of it. It's pretty nice, actually. It's a way to unbrick the hands, and I think it's a really good way to play through hand traps. And like theoretically, if there isn't gonna be much branded, it's gonna be really free. And I think this is gonna be a wide open format for the most part, because it's the beginning of a format in terms of Raleigh. So I think Super Poly is going to go pretty hard. Nadir will be pretty good in that kind of use case. How many cards are you at? I'm at 60. Critius, I'm kind of mad about this weekend. I'm NGL take this trip for work because it allowed me to go to the YCS, and they're making me work this Saturday, literally 30 minutes from Raleigh. Oh my gosh, Critius, I'm sorry about that, brother. It's unfortunate. Thanks for subscribing to the channel, guys. Maxi Emeg, is it wise to get Tempai for 50 on Gamer's Choice? Probably not. It's gonna be cheaper because they're all supers. I can't imagine the supers costing that much. They're gonna be all really overprinted. Looking forward to Raleigh. Got my ulti Colossus in the mail today, so I'm gonna test it in person tomorrow. Hell yeah, Romian. Hell yeah, how you doing, Romian, the branded barbarian? Omega players love their... Yeah, no, okay, so I'm caught up. 60 is the number. I'm thinking about getting... Yeah, no. I think 60 is interesting, but it allows me to have a lot of options, right? Don't like leaving out any options. So we go main phase, Aluber effect. So let's just see what Aluber plus branded fusion gets us, because that's basically this hand. I mean, Sarnier also is a combo piece here, to be fair. I think we obviously have to get the branded opening here because we have the Sarnier, so we're able to play through Ash a bit. Go branded opening, pitching the Sarnier for then the Quem. And I think that Quem will then trigger also as well Sarnier. So then we can go Sarnier sending the Retribution, and then we can go Quem sending... This is lost here, but we do lose to see, that's the thing. I kind of just like want to send, because we always get lost here, so I think we should just send something so we don't lose to Ash. I think Cartesia is a decent way. It's either that or Albaz here, because if we get Ash here, then we can obviously like Queb could spec off Albaz and give us a Mirror Jade, play from there. Cartesia is pretty good, but I think Cartesia is just not as good, so I think we can send Cartesia just so whatever, because then we can go brand fusion. We don't get Ash. I don't really want to do these combos like if we get Ash, to be honest, because like I do get it. I just like want to show people like what the combos do though, at least for this video. Unless you guys really want to see it through hand traps, let me know. Send the Lubellion and then the Albaz. Yeah, no, this is just a pretty standard 1-2 again. Lubellion 1, discarding for cost. At this point we can just send the Droplet. Oh sorry, never mind, we aren't doing Lubellion here. for doing Albion here. I got one step ahead of us. We'll go Albion 1, Quem 2, targeting the Cartesia. Albion then banishing the Albaz plus the Saranir in our graveyard, and then we can get the Lubellion once again. And then we can go Lubellion 1, discarding Triple Tactics Talents, spinning back that, plus the Banished Fallen of Albaz for a Mirror Jade. Yay! And then, like I said, at this point, they could nib you, but you can just chain Cartesia and chain Mirror Jade and still go off from there. We then tribute over the Albion. You really have to stop Branded, like, on their Aluber or Branded Fusion in order to stop Branded, or else it's basically over. Yeah, we're getting Branded lost here. I'm getting lost in the sauce, guys. We'll go Branded lost, and then we'll go Cartesia effect to fuse. So we'll just use the Aluber to put a graveyard effect in the graveyard. Plus Aluber is a Despia, so it's a target for Branded Red. Not a bad thing to have in the graveyard a lot of the time. Go for the Granny G. We'll go Grand Guignol effect. Brand lost 2 in order to... We could also get the Albion here by thinking the Mercurier gives us a nice little more interaction. We already have the Quem. We don't have an Albaz in the graveyard, though. So... I mean, I think we're just still sending Titan Cloud. It's either that. I mean, I feel like there's a better option here, to be honest. So I was like, we could send Shrouded Dragon here instead of Titan Cloud, but I guess we're just sending Titan Cloud. And then we'll go end phase. Titan Cloud effect. Give us that Albaz to the hand, so we have an Albaz in rotation. And by in rotation, whenever I say in rotation, that means either on hand or field or graveyard for the most part. Is that just is usually when it's a usable resource in on your field. Then we can go Albion. We want to keep the Cartesia in graveyard, though, so it can spec off a Quem, though. That's usually important if you only have one Cartesia. So something to consider. Then we have the Brandon Red. Because here, what we can do is... Also, we have to set the droplet, my bad. And then we pass to our opponent. And then we wait for them to summon a monster in this case, because ideally we want to go Mirror Jade effect, send for cost to banish their monster. Can send once again the Rinbrum, and then we can banish it, and then we can go Quem effect. It's basically the same combo as last time. You guys know. You don't even have to show off what happens here. Wanted to get kind of a little bit different of a hand, but that was kind of... I guess we could just... We could do one through a couple hand traps. That's what I like about a lot of these combos, too. And that's what I like about Nadir Servant. It's just like a flat-out way to play through most hand traps, so... That is why we're on it when it's a more of a hand trap format. Card limits. It also dodges Imperm Veiler on Saryuja activation. But yeah, the spell's just turning Saryuja draw into twice. It's crazy. Super low cost. Bestials let us introduce ourselves. So Zanaki, hell yeah. Okay. Well, thank God we drew a dark. So, on a hand like this, we can obviously go main phase, go Allure Darkness, draw 2, banishing the Saranir. Okay, so we have some different lines here, since we have the Nadir Servant now. I feel like Nadir Servant, I might want to run something to facilitate, like, because, like, Nadir Servant kind of just helps us play through hand traps in this case, so let's just say we get Ashed on this hand. Opening... resolves, we'll just discard the poly. It's not really that important without edge imp. Here we can get the Aluber. We can go then Aluber effect Chainlink 1 in order to get either opening or Branded lost here. I think opening is pretty good, to be honest. Because we do get the Cartesia through the Nadir even if we get Ashed, so. But we don't get the... That's fine. Well, okay. So we're going to get Branded opening here. I'll show you guys. So we'll go Brand opening, discarding the red. That's fine. We run 2 red for a reason. And then we can go Quem effect. Oh, wait, we already went Branded opening. My bad, my bad. So, yeah, we get Brand lost here. My bad. I was, like, looking at the chat, and then I was like, oh. So yeah, we'll go Brand Lost, Brand Fusion. We get Ash on Brand Fusion. Okay, great. Nadir Servant. Sending Garura. And then hopefully we have the Maximus in our deck. That's always something. That's always fun when you don't have the Maximus. And then on Res, we can go Garura Effect, which is one of our super poly targets, to draw a card. Wow, that draw was horrible. But still a card. We can then go Maximus Effect. To be fair, this hand does lose to Ash Imperm, but I'm trying to think what would have been better there, because we had to opening there. I don't even think High Spirits would have made that hand better, but that's fine. We'll go Maximus Effect then. Sending the Albion plus Titaniclad. And then we can go End Phase, go Albion Effect. That is an annoying part about this, though, because we go Albion Effect. We can go... Was there a way to get Cartesia here? Oh, yeah, no, there was no way to get Cartesia here with this hand, so... Oh, well, I don't think we get Gimmick Lock here, but still a really good board, frankly, especially under Branded Loss, because Branded Loss gets us a lot. We can go then Quem Effect, sending the Albaz. And then we can go Albion to set then Branded in red. And, I mean, at this point, it's not terrible, because what we can do is then on our opponent's turn, they do or we can go Brand Red, making the Albaz. And at this point, you don't have a whole lot. That's the issue. With a hand like this, I just noticed, it's not really a whole lot, but it is kind of fine through this hand. Maybe we should win Cartesia, but I think that's fine. Gives us some interruption, plus we get to search off Mercurier. Will you do a DL for this too? What do you mean? Oh, a deck list for this too, yeah. Card limits. Target one link monster on the field or graveyard. Put back in the extra deck. Draw equal to link rating. Put that many to the bottom of the deck. Quick play. That's pretty good. I'm trying to think. Maybe we should run the Lulu then. Because Lulu there... Lulu doesn't get us Gimmick Lock there. That's the issue. That would have been like a one-card Gimmick Lock situation. Or maybe if I had like High Spirits. I just think that was like an awkward hand to play through hand traps, unfortunately. I don't know. We'll just have to keep testing. Because I do want to make sure this build is good through hand traps. That is the thing. So like maybe like more tactics or something is something to consider. Double Allure Darkness is really funny. But we do have a Nadir, so we can go probably Branded Opening. I think we're discarding Allure here, right? Because we aren't, that's the thing, we can like we can draw 4 with 2 Allure, or we could discard the Thrust because we do have the Nadir Servant. So we'll just discard the Thrust and see what happens here off the the opening. Because when you have Allure a lot in the opening, a lot of the time I just search the Tragedy because it makes your Allure go +1 and you get the card that you're going to summon usually anyways. So then we can go main phase, Allure Darkness, banish the draw 2. Banishing the Tragedy effect will get us an Aluber. And at this point we could also use our other Allure Darkness, which I think I will, because like at this point, if anything, I'm just getting Branded Loss. So okay, well, I think Shrouded Dragon can go because we'll get another one eventually. Yeah, no, this is a super cracked hand. We'll just go Aluber. Let's just say we get Impermed on Aluber. That's fine. We'll go Branded Fusion. Let's just say we get ashed on the Branded Fusion. Okay, so we got imperm ashed. This is the worst day of our life. Nadir Servant. And by worst day, I mean it's just fine. Send the Garura. So I think what was awkward, we didn't even have a light spellcaster or an Albaz in rotation there. Like, usually you need some, like, one of those to do Gimmick Lock. Okay, we're looking for the Maximus. But yeah, we will be doing a deck list on this, guys. Make sure to leave a like, guys, if you guys want to see the deck list. Make sure to become a member, too, if you want to help support the channel. That Salty Fry became a member by gifting, because Yuri Diaz gifted a sub to him. Thank you, Yuri Diaz. I appreciate you, brother. Can't wait to see you in Raleigh. Meeting my brother, Yuri Diaz, my branded brother in crime in Raleigh, where he's coming with the other mods. We're all, it's going to be a mod house. We're taking over YCS Raleigh, MetaGamesGX mod team. So I appreciate you, Yuri. Can't wait to see you, brother. So we search the Maximus. Now we get the draw for Garura. Wow, that's cracked. We'll go Lubellion effect off the draw for the Saronir. So good. And then we can actually get Branded Lost this way too, which is kind of cracked, right? I think at one point. Well, actually we can't, because we have to go Maximus effect. Banish the Gura, go Maximus effect. We get impermed here. It's fine, because then we can still get set Super Poly and have a Saronir. It's not horrible. Sending Albion and Titaniclad. And now we can go end phase, get the Titaniclad effect. Quem effect. I need to find a way how to get Cartesia, because if it needs to be Albaz more than Cartesia. Oh, it's because I have Super Poly, so I can go Super Poly. Okay, this is how I get Cartesia in Graveyard. Okay, so then we put Albaz in Graveyard, and then Albion effect getting. Also, we have to set this Super Poly, I think. Yeah, we're gonna set the Super Poly, and then Titaniclad get it. Oh. We do already have Quem. So this Fallen of Albaz can be a Cartesia. Never mind. Right? Is that what I want? Yeah, no. Because yeah, this is so funny. So we can go then Cartesia. And then Titaniclad get the Fallen of Albaz. And then pass to our opponent. We can go Super Poly here. Let's just say on our opponent, like we use our opponent's monsters, or we could just do this in the main phase or the draw phase. Oh, I forgot to set the Branded Red too. This is so scuffed. It's supposed to be set off the Albion. Make a Querdus here. Quem effect. Get the Cartesia. Then Cartesia effect. To fuse with probably Saronir or Albaz in hand, so that puts an Albaz in hand or in Graveyard for Branded Red. Go Guignol effect. I feel like in a build like this, I might want to run Adlib too, just to have some more options. I don't know. I'm trying to still figure that out, because currently Adlib's not in here. I think Adlib might add a bit more to this deck, to this build, to be honest. But I don't know. Space is tight. And then we can go Branded Red, targeting Albaz, bashing Cartesia, and then getting our good old Sanctifier. Sanctifier can then Puppet Lock, probably. What, Aluber, so you get a Search and Gimmick Puppet. There you go. So we played through a few hand traps. Not bad. If we had like one more Dark in rotation, Lubellion would have been live. I could have actually... Well, I could have Super Polyed. What I should have probably done is I probably should have Super Poly in the draw phase to get lost on board with the Darking Graveyard. That might have been a little better, so I could have gotten Mercurier also. Made it an uninterrupted gimmick lock, I just realized that. I think Super Poly just adds so much utility to your deck, but also I'm trying to just like see if like it's even worth it at that point. You're looking at the new YCS champion. Make us proud, coach. I appreciate you, brother. I signed up for feature matches, so look out for me on the feature match, right? Guys, make sure to leave a like on the stream if you have not already. Very much do appreciate it. I'm officially free. I just earned my plumber's certificate. Let's go, Yuri. You're really, are you like done? Congratulations, brother. That's huge. That's genuinely huge. JC Hembro, almost a weekly champ last week at OTS, reset tomorrow. What do you mean? It'd be better deck thinner is the short idea of it. Says card limits. Oh, I see the theory of it. Yeah, I don't know. I'd test it out. That's how it usually goes, right? I do have to use the bathroom, so I'm going to use the bathroom quick, but leave me some questions, and yeah, I'll just turn up the music a little bit. What is up? We only had 5 people leave. Weaklings. Thank you all for chilling. We have a ranking tournament going on every week at OTS, trying to grind to top 32. Oh, that's really cool. That's really cool. You guys have that many players. Good luck with that. Are you using branded, brother? Alright, let's see what we do with this hand. I think what we do with this is we go Foolish Burial. Sending the Tragedy. That was pretty easy. And then we go Tragedy Effect. Getting the Aluber. Go Aluber Effect to search out the Branded Fusion. Go Branded Fusion. Let's just say... I want to see what happens if I don't get Ash here. Branded Fusion. Let's just say I get like impermed or something. Well, I could have gotten impermed on Aluber. Right? Oh well. I'll just do no hand traps this one. Because I think this hand is kind of fun. Because you get Send Lubellion plus Albaz for the Albion. And then we can go Chain Link 1 Albion. Let's just say we don't get hand trapped, right, on this combo. Banishing the Albaz plus probably Tragedy, but I mean we have Mercurier at this point. I think we keep this in hand as well. Although we have like 1.5 billion ways to play around Nib. I think Mercurier here isn't. I mean, we could banish the Mercurier. I think that is the more fun part. So we could just banish Mercurier. Because we do have, like, several ways to play through Nib. Like, if they Nib us, we go Thrust, right? Like, that's so good. If we have Thrust, I think, like, we actively want them to... want our opponent to Nib us, basically. We can go Lubellion 1, Mercurier 2, Lubellion discarding the Gimmick Puppet to get that thing in the graveyard. The Mercurier is going to then search. So we've already used our normal summon. We might as well get the Shrouded Dragon, right? And then we'll spin back Lubellion plus the Albaz that is banished for 1 Mirjade. See, I will never get why some people run 1 or 2 Albaz. Like, I just don't get that, because if I have 2 Albaz, it's so good in rotation sometimes for combos. Tribute off the Branded Dragon for the Lubellion. Get Lubellion effect. We're doing this before the Shrouded so we can thin our deck and not draw into that Branded Lost. Go Branded Lost, and then we can go Shroud Dragon, send for cost. Get that Retribution into the graveyard. And then put this to the bottom, and then draw a card. Another Throst. Woo! Then we can go Nadir Servant. Sending Garura, and then getting the Maximus. Friend sent me the goo, PM'd. Oh my gosh, these draws are horrible. Off of Garura. Garura draws at 60 are not good. Banish the Garura. Go Garura effect. Sending the Titan, and then the... I mean, we might as well send a Guignol, just in case we don't get to it ourselves. So that's the issue with this hand. Well, I guess Mirjade actually lets us combo here a lot, so it's fine. We'll just send Rinbrum. This is actually kind of interesting. We'll then go into the end phase, and then we'll go Titanic, get the Cartesia, or the Quem, and then, yeah, I guess Quem will then send Cartesia, and then Cartesia. Oh, this is kind of interesting, actually, how we can get to a really good board with this hand. So then we can go Mirjade effect, sending for cost. So let's just say we're going to send the Guignol, but this Guignol should have been sent off of the Maximus. Let's just pretend we're sending the Rinbrum off of Mirjade and we sent the Guignol off of Maximus, because that's just better order. And then we can go banish, I guess, the Max or the Lubellion. I think that's the least useful monster. And then we can go Quem effect, since a card left the extra deck to target Cartesia. And then, is this going to work how I want it to work? I think it will, yes. Because then we can go Albion effect to get the Branded in red, to set the Branded in red out of our deck still. And then we can pass to our opponent. Then we can go into the main phase. Let's just say our opponent goes like activate Temple. Okay, we go Cartesia effect, fuse with a Luber for the Guignol. We'll go Guignol 1, lost 2, and also make sure to start your own chain, right? So you are getting loss protection. Don't just chain unless you need to. Unless they're threatening you with a board breaker, then we'll go Guignol 1, lost 2. Lost, you need to search out the Albaz. This is hugely important here. You have to search Albaz here. Lost helped us so much. And then Guignol will then obviously send the Gimmick Puppet. Or do we already have Gimmick? Oh, we already have the Gimmick Puppet. That's so funny. We did need to get the fuse though, right? So in this scenario, actually, I wish we had ad lib. Let's just say this is ad lib. So this should be ad lib. Let's just say this is ad lib, because ad lib here is kind of nuts. I don't know how nuts it is, right? Because we then go brand red targeting ad lib. Add to hand, but then we can't even make it, is the issue. Like, we can't use it with Mirjade, so I guess ad lib doesn't even matter here. Let's just whatever. It doesn't matter what we send off of Guignol, to be honest. Let's just say Albion again, so we get another card in the end phase. Then we can banish with the Maximus plus the Elbaz for an uninterrupted gimmick lock with Sanctifier. He's immediately on summon. We chain Sanctifier since you're still in the branded loss protection window to get a Luber plus a gimmick puppet. And there we go. Yeah, I don't know. I need to figure out a couple kinks with this deck. I do like it. There's just a few things I'm not 100 happy. Like, Nadir's nice in this. I just need it to be a little better. Like, maybe Lulu changes that, but as you guys see, I'm already pretty tight on an extra deck. But I think Nadir is going to be very good for playing through hand traps. My only issue comes in when I'm like seeing these hands where I still lose just because I don't have Albaz in rotation. So let's just see. I think just having some other options might be nice, right? Because I have double branded in red, and having high spirits might help out a bit, but even then that doesn't really. Tempai's is horrible, I think, says GoldenEye, because I think they are deliberately blind second. They rely heavily on special summoning. A single gimmick lock just does them in. Yeah, we have a really good Tempai matchup. Wow. Well, at least the alert ratios are pretty good on this deck, right? So go Shrouded Dragon here so we don't draw into Retribution here in main phase off of alert. Probably got about 2 more combos in me. And then, unless we get another channel membership, I'll do a couple more after that. Then we'll do... Or we have to draw one. Then we can go Allure of Darkness. Draw 2. Banishing Elbows. Wow. Did I actually just read that right? Wow. Well, on a hand like this, we go set Elbaz and then set Super Poly, make a Mirror Jade, and hope to God, right? Puppet was already overkill, says GoldenEye. I know, right? I just need I need a couple ways to play to have a little bit more of a game. I don't know why I have Kit in here. Kit should not be in here, frankly. So I think this should be ad-lib. This is going to be ad-lib if we see it. Can you show me a play where you get Shifter, please, says Neokaio? Yeah, sure, we can do a Shifter play. So your best play through Shifter, usually, unlike, let's just say, a hand like this, you get Shifted and draw phase. Okay. Go Aluber Effect. You get the branded fusion. Hopefully you don't get ashed, right? And then go brand fusion. You have to make Lubellion here, so we already normaled here, so we should send the Mercurier so it gets in effect plus Albaz. For the Lubellion, they get banished, obviously. Then go Lubellion 1 discard for cost. Tragedy. And then go Tri-Brigade Mercurier effect 3. Or 2. Mercurier here is then go... Because you can't use Mercurier's hand trap effect under Shifter, but you can use its second under Shifter. It's really weird how it's worded. So we are going to then... I mean, there's not a whole lot to get here. Oh, is this why we should get Kit here? I guess we're gonna get Kit, right? Is Kit good here? What does Kit get us? It gets us Retribution, so I guess Kit is okay. But does Kit really do anything here? Because we have to spin this back for Stepelia. I'm gonna search this off of Mercurier for right now. And then spin back Lubellion plus, I guess, Albaz and the Banished. Doesn't, or I guess it could be the Mercurier and the Banished, so we have it back in the deck, frankly. That's not bad. And then we can go into the Stepelia. And at this point, obviously, this is kind of what you do under Shifter for the most part. This is the main Shifter line. You make a Stepelia. And then you kind of just hope the rest of your cards back you up. Like in this instance, you can go poly, then make like a masquerade with these 2 cards. In my case, like let's just see what our best option is. Like with my extra deck, I mean this should probably be a I should probably be on a masquerade. So maybe that's something I'm gonna be adding into. So what do we need? Adlib and masquerade. I could go fish those out of my deck here. But yeah, that's kind of the shifter line. And then you just kind of like have other cards to get you to masquerade on top of Stapelia. I also think like that's why like you see a lot of like Colossus Stapelia lines too. It's not bad. I think Colossus helps you play through shifter a lot. Really nice too. Because like just with like 1 branded fusion gets us like Colossus plus Stapelia, which is not bad. I've got Mask instead of the 2 Dust Dragons, says Jake the Mountain Man. Yeah, like, I can't find my... way too many of my combos go through 2 Grand Guignol at this point. Way too many, unfortunately. So, here, let's look through my cards, guys. Let's see what potential stuff... I mean, there's Daruma Cannon for Raid Raptor. This is pretty good against Purely too. I was thinking about maybe running Phantasmes too. That's always something we could run. Obviously you have the evenly matches. I think those are pretty good. Oh, this is just my straight up side deck. Okay. Yeah, you guys can see I took out the High Spirits package. Also, look at this supremely beat up Sky Striker mobilizing gauge. If anyone really loves Sky Striker, I'll send this to them signed. Also, like, you can do the same line, Neokaya, with, like, Dragoon, which is slightly better under Shifter. I really want to run these cards, man. I think, like, these cards are really busted. It's either these or Nadir Servant, guys. Like, I could run these. That's the thing. Because if I run these, then I'm able to... I feel like Boral's way more alive when I run Brand High Spirits. And that's what I really like about that. So, and then we can take out the Nadir or the Nadir Super Polys, right? And then like run less cards. I do just think Super Poly is a really good card. It's just like sometimes these I don't know. Nadir wasn't feeling all too synergistic with this kind of build is my issue. It was still good. Still good. Don't get me wrong. I think we can just go back to trying what we were doing here. It's basically my build from before. I don't know. What were we looking for? Adlib and what was the other card? Why did you do this to engage, says Neokaio? So, fun story about this one is I have, like, a Sky Striker core just laying around, just for when I feel like, for some reason, someone wants to send me money to play Sky Striker. And, it dropped on the ground and I rolled over it on my chair. So, that's what happened there. Good luck at YCS Raleigh, says that one guy. Thank you very much, man. GoldenEye, I think Mary Jubilo twice plus Chimera is absolutely enough to kill any deck. Exactly, and we had that plus Gimmick Puppet, right? Run Res first in case they draw Imperm for turn, then you have Maximus to send. Oh, wait, never mind. You thought you were Puppet. Neokaio, you pay attention to Melodious. What do you mean? Like any deck, but they'd have to go first and pray hard, drawing Heat Wave and Heat Change. David Go, has anyone tried Tenpai matchup? Yeah, we have a really easy Tenpai matchup. Brandon has super easy Tenpai matchup because we are able to just like obviously get back Puppet them. They aren't able to do anything around that. Yeah, guys, so I'm going to be leaving, actually, after the stream, too, to go to go to my friend's house, or to go to that Salty Fries house channel mod, so we can get ready for everything YCS Raleigh related. This is my little deck dice winder thing that I keep all my staples on, basically. So let's you guys get a little insight into how I deck build, kinda. Got the desires. Rest in peace, summon limit, right? Oh, the kinetic soldier goo. Had some people talking to me about Book of Moon being, or Book of Eclipse being pretty good this format. I tested it and I really can't say I'm impressed, I'm being honest. Wow, we got Mysterion, folks. Oh, there's the Masquerade, there's the Drolls, the Black Goat Laughs. Not bad, not bad. These are all options I need to consider, frankly. Elec against spam Sanctifier, not banned. Brand bust deck L plus ratio. Sanctifier haters on stream if you're on feature, says Elec. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it. That's some goated with the sauce kind of energy. I appreciate you, brother. It's 3:33 a.m. right now, Neo Kaio, or at least it was before. Hell yeah, hell yeah. Yo, Chris, a friend of mine is going, says on Wild. Tell him to come say hi to me. I'll be there. I would say I'm wearing a hoodie, but I'm not gonna be wearing a hoodie. It's gonna be really hot, so I don't know how people are gonna be able to see me. I'm gonna probably wear my typical gray hat I wore at Nats, with like my green shirt. I do love my teal shirts for Yu-Gi-Oh. They do stand out and they're nice. So look for me in a gray hat and teal shirt. That'd be so dope to meet you, man. Hell yeah, and Wild, would love to meet you one day. Really do appreciate you and everyone else who comes through to the stream, you guys. This is like a homegrown thing we have here. The stream, these videos, these daily videos are literally only possible because of your guys' support. Very much do appreciate it. You know, this is a very lucky and honored to be doing this and have the audience that we've cultivated, this community. Frankly, we have one of the best communities out there. So everyone likes to help each other. Everyone's just about that branded goo, and also just, you know, people who like Yu-Gi-Oh in general. Obviously, we got card limits holding it down on the Numeron. Deli, it's hot down here. Don't wear a hoodie. Yeah, no, for sure. Long John Silver, Goat Laugh seems like a solid side deck choice. Yeah, no, for sure. I was like thinking maybe it's good, but I feel like it might be too wide of a format for me to side it right now. I don't know. It was looking good at the end of the last format, right? So that's the thing. These are things that we have to consider. I need to really sort my cards, as you guys can see. Spellbound's something I was thinking of. Really only because a lot of other people. Hey guys, I haven't not beaten up Engage, okay? But I was thinking about Spellbound because it's actually kind of okay against certain matchups right now. Deck Lockdown, I don't think is really that good. What else am I think I was looking for ad-lib, right, guys? Am I going to be able to find the ad-lib? We'll find out on today's episode of MetaGamesGX. Leon, Big Book of Eclipse. Fair enough. Yeah, no, I think Book of Eclipse has a lot of merit, but also I was testing it and it just wasn't coming up for me too much. So I'm leaning towards not running it. Okay, Adlib has to be in this last pile, right? Right. Hey, look, it's Adlib, guys, with Exchange. Got that Exchange goo, that Samjang Exchange goo. Got my playstyle secret exchanges just in case. Yeah, guys, no, I'm very much in between Nadir Servant and High Spirits right now, guys. If I run High Spirits, I'm gonna run Super Poly. I'm gonna break even more boards, but I'm gonna break a little more on the Super Poly, right? Like you guys saw that. I think Super Poly is good. It just doesn't feel enough sometimes, but also it's such a good card, man. Like that thing hits. Lulu, I would like to run if I'm on Nadir, frankly, but I don't think it's very necessary. It's just nice, right? Yeah, okay. And then Masquerade. What do we do for our extra deck? Well, that's what I like about taking out Super Poly. You don't have to run like a bunch of stuff bricks in your extra deck, so these can be gone. And then we have what, 2 Grand Guignol, of course. I think 2 Grand Guignol is actually what it's like so important, man. 1 Brim, 1 Titan-Clad, Albion, and then Quertus, 1 Guardian Chimera, 2 Mirror Jade. I was debating on 1 or 2, but I'm not losing to a Unicorn, man. That's not my forte. And also it's good in grind games when you just need the ability to make a second. 1 Boral. I think this is so good in the High Spirits build because you're running so many dragons. This card just does not come up enough in the non-High Spirit build. My only issue with running the High Spirit build is like Bestials don't feel great this format so far. So 1 Lubellion, and then how much does that leave us at? So that's 5, 7, 7 plus 6. So that is 12 with Masquerade. That is a extra deck, guys. I could run Magnum. I think this is probably just fine. I think Masquerade's super nice though. I know Mr. Long John Silver has been a big proponent of the Masquerade squad, so maybe I will have to learn. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 25, 40, 45, 50, 55. Okay, so we are at 60 now with the ad lib in the main. Let's do another test hand, guys. I got 1 or 2 more in me, and then we are gonna get going so I can get all ready for YCS Raleigh. All right, so go Lubellion, or yeah, we'll Lubellion here, even though we lose to Droll off of that. Like, if we get Drolled, we get Drolled. In actuality, we probably go Albion here just in case we get Drolled, right? If we go Albion and we get Drolled, we have the chance of drawing Branded Fusion and still playing the game. So, draw 1. And then we can go Albion, searching out Magnamut. And then we can go Gold Sark. Definitely just banishing the Tragedy here. We don't have to get too fancy with it. Then we can get the Aluber. And we can then go, or, oh, hold up. We do have the Retribution in hand. So, but we already did the Albion. So we could get Quem. Quem doesn't do anything more than Aluber does. So yeah, we should go Aluber effect. We get Impermed here. It is unfortunate, but we do have Poly plus Branded Lost, and then we can go do stuff from there. That's the issue with this Bestial build, man. You just draw the Bestials and you don't play through hand traps. Right? Like, unless you see High Spirits, that's the issue with this. Go Brand Lost. Let's just say we get Ashed here. Poly. And then what? You make Saronir plus Aluber for probably Masquerade here. And then you can go Saronir 1, Lost 2. Lost is going to then get, I guess, Kit. Is that what we want? No. We can't even spec Kit here. That's so sad. This hand is so bad on under like a single hand trap, which is like what I was really struggling like even running this build with, or because Well, okay, Lost Arch is Cartesian, then Retribution. Oh, wait, hold up. This, we can actually do a lot here. We can do a lot here, because then Saronir is going to get opening. Retribution, get the opening. Opening effect, pitching Magnemut, getting Quem. Okay, so we are actually off to the races here with this hand. Never mind, I just had to think about it. That's why I love Branded. Then we can go Quem effect, sending Albaz, Cartesia effect, spec. No, do you want a Cartesia effect is the question. I mean, I think you kind of have to, right? Then you could Cartesia effect. You could do it with the Masquerade if you wanted to, so you can keep the Quem. It's kind of what I'm thinking, because Quem is really good in this board state, frankly. Like, Masquerade can just come back, right? And then we can go Grand Guignol. We go Grand Guignol 1. Sending definitely the Albion at this point. And then, that's not bad. It's still getting hand trapped, honestly. And then we can go end phase, add the Cartesia to hand, and then get Albion. I mean, we can still gimmick Puppet, I think. Because we can go Albion effect. Yeah, we can still gimmick Puppet this way. Yeah, so we're gonna go Albion effect, sending Brandon red. Okay, pass turn to our opponent. Draw phase, targeting Albaz with Branded in red. Fuse off with the Guignol. Make Sanctifier, go Brand lost 1, Quem 2, targeting Cartesia. This is where I should have. Oh, here's the Mercurier. That we spun back, which is hilarious. Then they go main phase. Great. Cartesia effect. After they do 1 action. Unless they Dark Ruler, no more you're basically golden, Ponyboy. And then we can go for a second Guignol. This is why the second Guignol is so important for playing through hand traps. Second Guignol effect, sending the Puppet. You still have Mercurier in hand, and then what you can bring back the Masquerade. I mean, that can already come back, or you can bring out the Magnemut, search out like an Albaz or an Albion. Very, very broken. By the way, this is all under branded loss, so you're protected 100% of the time. That was a really cool actually line through hand trap. Not gonna lie. Is this an Edge Imp Poly deck? Yes. I do have Edge Imps in here because I'm running High Spirits and Allure, and those things just go very well together. I like Borreload, but I'm not playing High Spirits either. I like Magnum for the recurring reasoning, and yes, Masquerade gets pressure up on the opponent if we can't kill. Yeah, I think that's super important, and like, you reminding me of that is super important too, because if you side out Gimmick Puppet, a lot of the time a Masquerade will just like do it when you break a board and can't kill them, right? Calamander85 just want to stop by and say thank you for all the great branded content. Thank you very much for the kind words, Calamander. Been a huge inspiration for starting my journey into playing the deck. Good luck in Raleigh. Really do appreciate the kind comment, brother. Good luck with your branded journey. Always welcome here in this community. If you have any questions, we're here to help. So let's see. Beautiful hand off. Fusion duplication. The Europrint fusion duplication, folks, goes hard. Go Branded Dragon here. Send for cost. Definitely sending for cost a Retribution. We could also send Albaz because of the Branded in red, though. Right? But Retribution's better here because we have Saronir, so let's get that draw. Okay. Brand Fusion. Here without normal summon, we'll do this one without hand trapping when we did normal summon. We haven't done that yet. So in this case, we want to send Albaz plus Tragedy, right? Yeah. So this still gets us complete full combo. We then go Lubellion 1, discard for cost, Saranir, Tragedy 2 to search out a Despia monster. We are going to then search out, since we can probably get Quem in the end phase, probably the Aluber. Or can we get Quem in the end phase? I'm trying to think. Lost is pretty good under Fusion Dupe plus Red, I'm not gonna lie. I ain't gonna front. But also Quem is pretty good. Yeah, it's Quem here because Quem gets us Cartesia access here. So then we will then spin back Lubellion plus Albaz for the Mirror Jade on the new Chain Link Saranir effect, sending for cost. We will get Branded Lost. And then we can get Retribution effect, targeting Brand Lost, add to hand. So broken. And then we can go Cartesia effect, sending the sending the Cartesia. And here we can go Brand Lost, and then we can go Mirror Jade effect, sending for cost. Might as well, I guess, send the Albion at that point, right? And then we can bash itself, because then that triggers Quem's effect to revive the Cartesia. Then we can go Cartesia effect to fuse with the Albaz in the hand, which is super nice, super good for our combo. Then we can go Grand Guignol 1, Lost 2. Lost is then going to get us a Albion. And then Grand Guignol is going to get us either a puppet or an ad-lib here, because ad-lib's really good with the Mirror Jade in the graveyard. Very good. So we're going to send the ad-lib, since we already have we have duplication to get there, right? So then we can go Albion effect, sending for cost. Did we already Albion this? Yeah, we already Albion this turn. So what do we want to search instead? Does anything else get us better here? Do we have Albaz in graveyard? We do. So we should search out Cartesia so we can spec our Cartesia off of Branded Lost. Then we can set Fusion Duplication and Brand Red. And then we can go into the end phase, and then we can go Albion effect. Getting... It's kind of neat as we can get Retribution in this scenario. Not something you can do very often. It's kind of like a luxury with this deck. Or no, we already have... Yeah, I was about to say we already do. So we can just get Brand Opening. It's not a bad card. Get the second Quem on our turn if we need to. And then we can pass to our opponent. And in the draw phase, what we could do here is just kind of do something super diabolical. Oh, sorry. We also get the Cartesia back to hand because we need this card. We can then go Fusion Duplication, targeting Branded Fusion. And then we will go into Albaz plus the Gimmick Puppet. For the Lubellion, and then Lubellion 1, Branded Lost 2, discarding for cost, searching out the Mercurier. So that we have another interruption, and then Lubellion is going to spin back Albaz plus Cartesia for Sanctifier. And then, with this being said, we can then on summon go Sanctifier effect for an uninterrupted Gimmick Lock. They can't respond. Target Albaz, target Gimmick Puppet. And then if we wanted to, we could go Albaz effect. If we really want to. Make a Titan Clad or something. But you probably want to play around evenly. That's why I don't usually do that play. And obviously then we have the Brand Red to make like a Guardian Chimera. Let's just say they go set 3. It's done. Let's say it's Labyrinth. So the Gimmick Puppet didn't matter. Let's just say, okay, then Brand Red targeting the ad-lib. banishing probably the Lubellion because there's not a really great... Or we could Retribution those if we get kit, so we probably want to save this just in case. Plus Adlib plus Squignall. And that gets us a Guardian Chimera, which obviously is going to completely wreck a board. Very nice, very nice. And then obviously the Adlib will then be able to revive the Mirror Jade. Like, what? So good. Adlib is so good. I think it's very good in a kind of gas version like this. Very much so. Call me when you're done, Goaty. I really can't. I have to like rush over to Mark's house after this. I'll call you when I'm on my way. I just gotta get everything ready after this stream, guys. How many cards? 60 cards. Darkstalker was your favorite Yu-Gi-Oh card? My favorite Yu-Gi-Oh card is Black Rose Dragon. You guys can probably tell because I have this playmat. Black Rose Dragon is one of my favorite cards. Probably my favorite card of all time. It was the first card I ever owned a ghost rare for. So I did have or I do have like the ulti. I do have the ghost rare. I don't know where my ghost rare is right now, unfortunately. But yeah, definitely Ghost Rare Black Rose is my favorite card. Runner up Ghost Rare Stardust. And I do love Mirror Jade next. Mirror Jade and Grand Guignol and Lulu Wall Lilith. Those are probably my top 5. I do love Construct, obviously. I love Rulu Kalos. I think Rulu Kalos is a cool card. I don't have too much of a tie to it though. What's your favorite card, Darkstalker? Where are your guys' favorite cards? My favorite card is Mystic Piper. Wave Chicken Emote, Long John Silver. Hell yeah, brother. What combos do you know without Albion the Puppet Dragon? I mean, we kind of just showed one, right? Like, we didn't have to go the puppet route on that one. We just chose to. I could have made Borreload instead of going the puppet route there. It was a pretty good combo without that. Like, that's the thing. I think the best kind of branded end board is like an end board where you don't immediately puppet, but you puppet like a few plays into things for the most part. Unless it's game 2 or 3. If it's game 2 or 3, you got puppet in the draw phase because they're gonna board break your ass this format. What do you think about Tierlim and Sharon? I think it's pretty cool if you run double Masquerade. What's your yeah, I already answered that. All right. So I think with that, I mean, is there any other? If you guys have any other questions, I do think, unfortunately, our time is coming up here. Let's see. Not bad, not horrible. This hand's actually kind of bad. I'm not gonna lie. I need to draw like a Lura Darkness in this hand. I mean, we can high spirits, but like barely. Oddly funny Piper hasn't been printed more than once in my binder is worth a lot. That's hilarious. Yeah, I know for Tengu they went up a lot. Alright guys, I'm gonna get off. I really do need to go now at this point to get ready for the YCS and get all my shit packed and then get going, and so I can drive to Raleigh because it's a 12-hour drive. So wish me luck on the drive, guys. Wish me luck there. If you're going to Raleigh, hit me up, please. Come say hi. I don't bite. Yeah, so very much looking for Raleigh. Looking forward to topping and winning and all that fun stuff. Really put a lot of hours into this event. And honestly, I think you guys helped me here. We got onto a build that I think I'm quite happy with. Like, I've been testing like little variations, so I'm quite confident on this kind of build. I've tested this variant a lot. And this is a variant that's very similar to my last deck profile, if you want like something. So to go off of the last deck profile we uploaded. This is very similar too. So yeah, I will be seeing you guys later. Thank you all for making this another banger stream, just low key. Like really, like I had like 40 plus people here the whole time. Very much do appreciate you guys. Thank you all for watching on YouTube. Thank you all for watching on Twitch. Make sure to sign up for a channel membership if you have not already to support the channel for $5 a month. Get access to the coaching group chat, and you also get access to all my early deck lists. And you get early access to basically all content going forward. Very much do appreciate the channel members. Do appreciate all you guys coming through to the stream. Make sure you use that TCG player affiliate link down below. Bookmark that. Use that for all your TCG player purchases. I get kickback on all the purchases and it helps with the channel. I believe you will do well, Chris. Thank you very much. Scramble, shower, wash your ass. Good luck, mate. See you there. Hell yeah, brother. See you there, my man. Thank you all for coming through. Very much do appreciate you guys so much. It's always very fun to stream. I'm always very happy when I'm streaming, and that's mainly because of you guys. Like best community ever. My next locals is a sneak peek. I usually skip those because I often don't want to need cards in the sneak tournament as a draft. Yeah, no, exactly. Those usually suck. But I like the sneak peeks that my locals lets you play your regular deck and just add the cards you open, which is nice. West Virginia's finest Quem is going up and down price after this weekend. What do you think, y'all? I mean, we'll see. If it depends if it tops or not. All right, guys. Have a good day. Make sure